Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Christy Lynn, and if you're new here, I do a lot of motherhood videos. I also do some cleaning motivation and homemaking videos, but today we are going to be talking about baby Evelyn's 4-month update. She just turned 4 months last week, and I wanted to wait till she had her doctor appointment so we could talk more about stats and that sort of thing. And let's go ahead and talk about how she's doing at 4 months. Are you ready for it? Are you going to tell them what you've been up to? All your milestones? All your skills? Your new things? Hitting me in the face? That's one of them. Your new things that you can do? So at her 4-month appointment, she was 25 inches long. She's currently in the 75th percentile for her length. And then for her weight, she was 13.44 pounds. And she has jumped up from the 27th percentile to the 34th percentile for her weight. So you're chubbing up, aren't you? You're chubbing up. All right, let's jump into her little milestones and different little skills she's been learning and just how she's been doing for month 4. So one of the cuter things that she has started doing is gasping. So whenever she's surprised about something, she'll let out a little gasp, and it is just the cutest little thing. I remember we got her Love Every subscription box for months 3 and 4, and in that was like one of those soft books that make little swishy sounds. And it had a little picture in there with a little swishy flap, and every time I'd open and close it, she was just so surprised that she started gasping. So that was really cute. And she has become really interested in books, so we have started reading to her, and just especially like those touch books. She loves to just feel the difference in textures. So that's something we're incorporating into her routine. Okay, another thing around, honestly, I've been working on it for several months, but we started introducing independent play. Like I said, we've been working on that since the beginning. She's always done pretty good with playing by herself. And, you know, I'll be sitting in the rocking chair nearby, or I'll just be running out to put in a load of laundry or something like that. And since she's not like able to crawl around yet, not completely mobile, it works. So I can just set her down, let her play for a little by herself while I can get a few things done. So that's really nice. So from the research I was doing, it's really good to introduce independent play where they can play a little bit by themselves, so they don't always have to have you next to them entertaining them all the time. So yeah, I try to do a little bit of that, but I don't want to overdo it either. So I do tend to like to be by her side a lot, but I am increasing the time that she can play independently. Something I forgot to mention in her earlier updates was that she used to grunt at night. At least I think I forgot to mention it. Did I? I don't know. Can't remember. Mom brain. But anyways, she used to grunt not all night, but like for a couple hours. And that finally stopped around 3 months or so. So that has been really nice. We don't have to listen to that during the night. But yeah, she'd just be grunting a lot where she was like, I don't know, gassy or trying to poo. But anyway, she figured things out, thankfully, and got past that newborn stage. So we are glad to be past that phase. Another thing she started doing around now is she has finally been able to grab her toes. So she's quite obsessed with them. I think she's looking at them right now. But yeah, when she's on the ground, she will just reach for her toes and grab them, and she was obsessing over that for a couple of days till she got it down. And especially like she had to get her right foot down because she got her left, but then she was determined to do her right too. So now she can grab both her feet with both her hands, and she has even made it to her mouth a few times. Yeah, so she has started being able to lean forward a bit without our help. So she's really just starting to strengthen her back muscles, and hopefully that means she'll be sitting up soon on her own. I'm not really sure. I think by 6 months they start to do that. Yeah, so she can now pick up toys on her own. So while she's under her play gym, she'll pick up any toys that are at her side. You can hand her toys and she can grab them and hold them with both hands. And as you can see, she loves to try to bring them to her mouth, and she'll just stick everything in her mouth right now. She's obsessed with that. And then also, along with what I was saying about sitting, she loves practicing sitting up. So we'll hold her like this on the floor, and oh no. And she'll just sit there and practice leaning down and grabbing her toys off of the floor. So I think that's pretty good practice for her. Oh, something really exciting is she has started scooting across the floor with help. So she is actually trying to crawl, but she's not able to crawl yet. But if you'll just put your hands behind her feet when she's on her tummy, she'll use it to push herself off your feet, and then she will just scoot along the floor. So it's really funny because she'll like scream while she's doing it sometimes because she's frustrated and like wants to move faster, I guess. I don't know. She just wants to be able to be more mobile. So she'll kind of like scream and fuss while she's moving across the floor. Oh, and another thing she still loves doing that I mentioned in my last update is flying. She loves flying through the house or just anywhere, just that swinging motion or just moving around on her tummy. It is her favorite thing, and of course doing it in front of the mirror is even better. Are you flying? The other thing is her laughs are getting a lot louder and a lot more often. They're not just like little random giggles, but now if you do something fun or funny, she will actually, you know, carry on laughing. So it's super, super cute, and I would do anything to make this little thing laugh. It's the cutest thing. The other thing I wanted to mention is she may be teething or starting to. I'm not entirely sure, but as you can tell, like, she literally chews on everything, and I think that's just part of exploring how things feel and how they work. But who knows, she's drooling a lot, and I heard drooling can start even months before teething, but I don't know, could be that you're teething early too. I guess we'll just wait and find out. Right around the 3, maybe 3.5 to close to 4 month mark, she started going down for naps beautifully. It was amazing. Also bedtime, so I used to have to spend a lot of time like helping her settle and things like that. But then when she got to be around 4 months, I could just lay her in her bassinet. Oh my. I could just lay her in her bassinet and walk away, and she would just go to sleep. She might talk to herself a little bit. Like very rarely she would let out a couple fusses, but not crying or anything like that, because we did not do the cried out method or anything like that. Are you okay? So I'm really proud of her for getting to that point. Yeah, I wanted to touch further on sleep because she started going down beautifully around this time, but then she's still doing pretty good, but she hit the 4-month sleep regression right around 15 weeks. And that changed things. And I'm really excited for her because that means she's developing in a lot of ways, gaining a lot of new skills, and she just wants to try those things out. So she's a lot more alert, especially, well, at nighttime. She used to just sleep through her diaper changes at night whenever she'd wake up, but now she wants to play. And so yeah, she started off the regression by waking up about every 1 hour, and now she'll wake up every 2 hours sometimes. So we're making progress. But yeah, it's kind of went back to that newborn nighttime stage. So that's been challenging for both of us because she's sleepy during the day, and of course so am I. But yeah, like I said, we're making progress on her sleep regression, so I don't think it's going to last forever. But yeah, it definitely has been a challenge, especially when it's like right when you get in the groove of things change up with a baby. So like she was going to bed beautifully, naps were beautiful, now she is kind of trying to skip naps, and now she's been doing about a 60-minute wake window, so we are getting ready to probably extend that a little bit, and I'm guessing she's going to start staying awake longer periods. So we're just trying to figure that out and figure out, you know, what naps to drop, how to extend those out. So got some work to do. Another thing along with that, and I'm just going to end on talking about this, but she is also currently in her 4th leap. If you're not familiar with leaps, it's just something babies go through that during their development, when they're really developing, or when they're, how do I explain it? When they're really going through a developmental jump stage. Okay, that's too far away for me to get. then they go through what's called leaps, and she's currently in her 4th leap. And you can download this app called the she's trying to hit my phone. You can download this app called the Wonder Weeks, and it'll tell you all about the leaps, and it has been so spot on with her, especially the first, I believe the 1st leap and now the 4th leap. Wow, like those have been so obvious when they've occurred. And so lately she's been going through a few things, so I opened my app, looked at it, and sure enough, like she has about 6 days left of her 4th leap, and I'm looking forward to being on the other side of it. Okay, so I got done filming, then I just realized that I forgot to say something else about the leap that she's going through. So like I mentioned, she's going through her 4th leap, which is, and I wanted to explain what that leap actually is. So that leap is all about events. They can now perceive events. Before they could only like perceive patterns, like individual patterns or smooth transitions, just like individual. But now they can see things happening as events. So multiple things like combined together as an event instead of like single multiple patterns. So that is kind of what's going on, and the 4th leap is supposed to be one of the hardest leaps to go through. It lasts a long time, and it's one of the hardest for parents, just because they are developing so many things all at once. So yeah, that's just a little bit more about leap 4. So a little change of scenery for her might help. She's really, really bored right now. So anyways, I just wanted to read you off of the Wonder Weeks app really quick so you can understand what I'm talking about. So for the 4th leap, it gives like signals. So some of the signals are: you cry more than usual, definitely. You cling more than usual, yep. You're grumpier than usual, more grumpier than usual, definitely. You sleep poorly, yep. You want to feed more often or drink less than before. You want more attention than you did. Yes, so like while she's playing, she'll look over at us to make sure, like, are we watching? And she gets super excited when we, we'll look at her while she's playing, much more than if she's just, playing alone, of course. Let's see. You want more physical contact than before. Yes, she loves being held a whole lot more than before. And she also, just wants, she is having a little bit of a harder time, like a little regression with settling now for her naps. Like she does get sad now when I leave, whereas before I could just, lay her in her bassinet, give her pacifier, and she'd be good to go. So we're having a little bit of struggle now, but like I said, I know this is all just temporary. And then you're quieter than usual. This one was interesting. I did notice that she was actually talking a little less than she used to. So apparently that's part of the leap, and it's just where they are so much more interested in their surroundings, and she's really spending so much time just concentrating more so than talking. She still talks, but just not quite as much before, not trying out as many sounds as before. You're less lively than before. I think that kind of goes along with what we just talked about. And then this one, you have clear mood swings. So this one became really obvious just a few days ago. She has starting to experience and express different emotions. And one of the big ones I've noticed is frustration and even anger a little bit, which is weird because she's like such a happy baby most of the time, like 95% of the time. But now when she's upset, rather than just like crying about it, sometimes she will like grunt, like very frustrated at us, or at me. And like that, I have to try not to laugh because she looks so cute when she's angry. So I try not to laugh because I know she's just learning to express those emotions, and I want to support her through it. But yeah, that's a new one. That's definitely a big one. Let's see. Yeah, so I think that's about it that I wanted to cover. Overall, she's the sweetest little thing. She has her grumpy moments lately, but it's just because she's learning so much right now. It can be overwhelming for her brain, and so yeah, I'm here just to support her and help her learn along the way, and it's been going great. I've been loving months 3 and 4 so far so much because her personality is just really coming out. But before she starts yelling at me, I'm going to go ahead and end this video and let her get down and play and change her out of these clothes that she puked on. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have a little one around her age or you're pregnant, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, get subscribed if you're new. But we're gonna go. Evelyn wants to play. Bye, everyone.